Thermomix TM6 is a very versatile piece of kit. It's literally your best friend in the kitchen. Now, one thing it does do particularly well is cook rice perfectly, time after time after time. I've always found manually cooking rice a bit hit and miss and normally a pain. But if you would like to see my video for that, click the link popping up on the screen now. I'm going to cook plain basmati rice, but I am going to jazz it up a little bit. I'm going to fry it off with an egg and just some pre-cooked frozen peas. I'm doing 2 portions today, and if you check the recipe on Cookie-Doo, there's a screenshot popping up on your screen now. It gives you the water to rice ratio for each portion size. Pretty handy actually. Okay, so let's get the rice and get it cooked. Okay, here we are at the Thermomix station. First thing to do is place simmering basket on mixing bowl lid. I've just done that. Now it's saying weight between 150 and 400 grams, and as I said, I'm doing for 2 portions, so that will be 150 grams. Again, the beauty with this is it weighs as you add. So if you do buy one of these, you can get rid of those scales, you won't need them. Next, thoroughly rinse rice under cool water until water runs clear. Now this is quite an important part, so we'll get this done. Okay, be sure to do that step because the reason you rinse rice under water is to get rid of the excess starch, and it's the starch that makes your rice all stick together and doesn't let the grain separate, so make sure you do that. So next, place rinse rice in the bowl and be careful not to get it all over the place like I normally do. Next, add 300 to 600 grams of water. We know that I'm doing it for 2 portions, and it says on Cookie-Doo, 2 portions, 300 grams of rice. 300 grams of water rather. So make sure you've got everything tared, and it goes. Put the water down the front. There we go. Next, 5 to 10 grams of oil. Olive oil will do me, it's fine. Next, 1/4 to 1 teaspoon of fine sea salt. We will guesstimate this. I'll do. Place simmering basket instead of measuring cup on mixing bowl lid. On goes the lid. There we go. Next, turn speed selector to start. Now it's going to take half an hour, so I will see you then. There we go, all done. There's the old alarm. Next, transfer cut rice to a serving dish and mix well with a spatula. So let's have a look at how it's turned out. As you can see, it's cooked almost perfectly. Just turn the thing on, walk away, leave it. I'm not looking at if the water's over boiling or under boiling, it just takes care of itself. So let this cool down a little bit naturally, and then we'll get it in the fridge just to cool off before we fry it off. Right, the rice is out of the fridge. The pan is now hot to touch on a medium heat. About a tablespoon of olive oil will do. Make sure this pan's hot when you go in with your rice. Here's the chilled rice. Comes out in one big clump because it's been in the fridge. So you need a little bit of that pan sound. If you can't hear that sizzle, your pan isn't warm enough. break that up. And we'll get this up to temperature and add the eggs. So it's been cooking for about a minute now, just keep the rice moving just to get that chill off it. So we're going to make a little well in the middle. And this is for 2 portions, so I've just got 1 egg. So if you're going to double this up, you want 2 eggs. So right in the middle, and we'll scramble that off. Again, you need to be hearing your pan. If you can't hear your pan, it's not warm enough. This will take literally seconds to cook off, and then we'll mix it in with the eggs. Keep it moving all the time. That is done now. In with my pre-cooked microwave peas for the sound there as it goes in. Flippity flip. Mix it round. And that is Thermomix egg fried rice. Let's decant it. Maybe this bowl is too small for the job, and I'll end up with more on the side than I will in my bowl. I'm going to do 2 of these to go in my dish tonight. Looking good. Give it a go. If you're watching this video because you're thinking of buying a Thermomix TM6, be sure to check out my impartial review. The link for that is popping up on the screen now. As always, if you did enjoy the video, click the thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to the channel and join the Happy Foodie family. And of course, if there's anything you'd like to see me cook in the Thermomix TM6, leave a comment and I will gladly oblige. But for now, take care, keep safe, and I'll see you next time.